Hi guys, welcome to Reseller News, November 22nd, 2017. My name is Rich Pasini. For those who are new to my YouTube channel, I do sneak peek videos, demo videos, and intro videos, and I also do this Reseller News, which I'm about to do now. I just want to have an open monologue here as to why I do this here. I mean, I've been doing Reseller News for quite some time, not a long time, but quite some time. And I just want to, express myself to you guys who do follow me on there, and thank you for the new followers that are, joining up and, well, I should say, following me on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Subscribing to my channel. That's really great. I mean, you really you make my day every time I see those numbers go up. And I hope the information I share with you is, helpful. I got some, screens set up there that we're going to be going over shortly, and then at the end, I just want to make a little discussion about a situation that just arose. It's regards to, again, I think I talked about this for those who are new. If you haven't heard about it or know of it, about the buyers not reading the descriptions. And by them not reading the descriptions, can cause lost sales. And I'm going to explain as to why I feel that way. But anyway, I just want to read. I had to write this down because, I can't remember everything verbatim. So I just want to read this out to you guys and just to tell you why I do it, and hopefully you may gain something from it. So let me start here. It says over here, I started the Reseller News to share information about what's going on in the retail world, whether it be new business just starting out to companies coming out with new innovative ideas, and to talk about what's trending in today's retail business, from brick and mortar to online e-commerce business. The information I talk about is to excite, share, and innovate, and some news may be old news. Whether you find it interesting or helpful, I put it out there to give you ideas and information, and what you do with it is up to you. So if you find this information helpful, please subscribe, share, and like. The reason why I want to just open up with this monologue here, well, I should say just a brief opening about that, is to just talk about why I do the Reseller News. I'm sure there might be other resellers out there doing it. I don't know. I don't really follow too many other sellers out there that do this type of information. I'm sure there are people that do it, and if they do, that's great. But on this channel here, I like to discuss certain topics that I feel of interest to you. And again, like I just said in that little saying over there, wording I just did earlier, it's to give you guys a little insight of what's going on. So without further ado, I'm going to click on the window here, and we're going to take it from there. Inside of what's going on. So without further ado, I'm going to click on the window here, and we're going to take it from there. First off, for you guys who do business on Amazon, I don't really buy on Amazon, but I came across this article here. This came from I get Google alerts, and I believe this was one of them. And it says over here, how to outsmart Amazon and pay the lowest price every time. Now, if you guys ain't familiar with this here, I heard about Honey. I never used it. But again, this is why I want to share it with you guys. Maybe you guys didn't hear about it. I heard about it through the grapevine, so to speak. I never acted on it, per se, but maybe it might help out. But here, it says, think already. Getting best prices, you'll be surprised. Amazon has an enormous selection of cheap prices, so it's no wonder that is one of the most popular online shopping destinations. However, Amazon makes it nearly impossible for the average shopper to compare prices and get the best possible deal. Even a careful shopper can accidentally overpay, and I definitely have to, especially when I'm in a hurry. Well, anyway, I'm not going to read the whole thing. You could read it. But if you click on here, now I did click on this here. I did sign up for it, and it'll take you to another page. Let's see. I'll click it on. Let me see what it does here. It'll say over here, you allowed to join Honey. You would click Firefox prevented this here. You could say allow if you want it, and then it requires permission to access, and you would say add. Once you do that, you keep clicking over here. I'm using Firefox. This is the new one. This is Firefox Quantum. It'll take you to a new window. Let's see over here. Why isn't it doing that? I don't know. I just got some message up here. It looks like something popped up here. All right. That's kind of odd. I don't know why it did that. Let me see. Let me click it on again. All right, we do that again. And okay, I don't know why it's not doing it now, folks. Anyway, it'll take you to that window. Okay, let's just add to add 5. It'll take you to that window, and then you could take it from there and you could read up on it there. Again, and then it tells you how it works. You shop on Amazon as usual. Visit any product page, and Honey will check to make sure the price is displayed is truly the lowest price available. So this is to help you guys out there. Like I said, I don't really shop on Amazon. It's not that I don't like Amazon or whatever. I just don't really, buy. I'm not really a buyer. I'm more of a seller. So I do have ties with Amazon, and that's as a seller. But I don't have anything right now on there. I might have sold a few things, but I'm not really a buyer per se. So if you guys want to check this out, it's called Honey. You click it on. It's an active hyperlink. When you go to that page, you would go to www.joinhoney.com, and it'll take you to that website, and then you can log on and check it out for yourself. Okay. Next, moving right along, I get my information, as you can see, from E-commerce Bites, news, not spin. It's right over here, ecommercebites.com. I love Ina Stice. She's got a great website there, and she puts out good information. I like it. I mean, I get the alerts from her organization, and I like it, and I listen to it. I watch it. I read religiously her stuff that comes out. And here it says eBay rolls out features not ready for prime time. He talks about CEO David Wennick promised Wall Street that they'll be able to see the fruits of the company's Structured Data Initiative (SDI) by the holiday shopping season. Wennick has sold Wall Street on his vision of catalog approach, similar to Amazon's, for years. And then it goes on and on and on, and you could read this as well. I'm just going to read this because it caught my attention. He says, one seller said eBay needs to stop launching products that aren't fit for purpose, telling cook friends, I know you don't run the product shop, but you need to lead the gating process that decides whether stuff should be rolled out to the production platform. You got to read up on this here, because it's got quite a bit of text here to read. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Like I said, I put it out there. I put this news out there for you guys, and the rest is up to you whether you want to read it or not. It's and what you get out of it is another story. But I throw it out there so you guys could read it, and you take it from there, But it is good, viable information here. Here's another one, same. There's going to be a lot of these are going to be from E-commerce Bites. The information I'm pulling off here. It says eBay promo rewards sellers who offer free returns. I offer free return. Well, I offer returns, but a lot of people, I think what they're referring to here is I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing. I don't know if they want to offer, like if they want the seller to pay the shipping no matter what, the return shipping. I can't do that in all cases. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm going to discuss at the end of this video here about what happened with me, and we'll take it from there. But you got to be over here. It says over here, right on here, it says to entice more sellers to offer generous return policy, eBay kicked out a promotion whereas promising a 50% final value fee credit for up to 500 listings that offer free returns. It defines free returns as follows: seller pays return shipping no matter what the reason, and for return with no restocking fee. Look, I can't. Here's the thing, folks. If you are selling an item, like I sell printers, I got 3 printers on right now. I'm selling on my eBay listings. If let's just say, I'm just throwing this out there, this figure. Let's say the printer I'm selling, the shipping is, I don't know, 25 bucks. Now, if I send it off, right, the buyer pays the initial $25 for the shipping. I send it to the buyer. The buyer decides later on, I don't want it, defective item, whatever I want to return, refund. It's bad enough it's bad enough you're getting you have to refund the buyer the full. You got to compensate the whole thing. In other words, their shipping and return, their payment for the item. Now, if you got to tap in another 25 bucks. I mean, if you're doing mega business and you got plenty of cash to do all of that, that's all fine, Jim Dandy. I can't afford to do that there. I don't know if you guys, where you stand on it. Maybe a $2 or $3 item, I could maybe take back and offer you a free return. I'll pay the return postage. But if it's a big item that's like over 20 bucks or something like that, you might want to think twice about that, because you'll cut your profit margin down too. So these things, when I see things like this, I don't really get excited over it. You know, I mean, they want to offer, yeah, they want to give you a 50% final value credit, fee credit. That's great, but how much money are you shelling out to return, you know, to make that buyer happy? I want to make my buyers happy, but sometimes the buyers don't always make you happy, if you get my drift. But anyway, you can read up on this here. If you guys got any comments and you want to tell me what you think about this here, if you have no problem with it, that's fine. You know, I'm a small-time operator, and to be honest with you, to offer free returns for a 50% vinyl value credit for up to 500 listings, that's not going to really make my day. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to sell the items and the buyer gets it and they keep it. You know what I'm saying? So this is not really gonna, you know, this is not for me, but maybe you guys might like it. You know, here we got over here a Thanksgiving warning to online sellers. Friends don't let friends share IP addresses. Well, that's a given. I would never give that anyway. Here's a reminder for online sellers: you should prepare to travel or host friends, family, and for the holidays. All right. Well, it says over here, eBay sellers have reported incorrect account linking over the years. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how you guys feel. I wouldn't give a friend my personal, you know, eBay information, like as far as my log on and password. Unless it's a business partner, but like if I'm going on vacation, I'm not going to get my next door neighbor and say, hey, listen, you know, I'm going on vacation for a week. Can you take care of my business here? Here's my password. And I wouldn't do that. I think that's poor business practice. I don't know. Maybe other people do it and they have no problem with it, but I'm not going to do that there. And matter of fact, I'm looking at this here. It says over here, in the last week, we have heard from 2 sellers on Amazon and Etsy who say the marketplace suspended their accounts because the activity of someone else whose account got linked to theirs. I don't believe in that, folks. I mean, if you guys, you know, you're okay with that, you feel comfortable with it, I wouldn't do it. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't do it. Okay. And again, over here's another one. It says a reader said Etsy closed her shop because a person using the same IP address violated the policy. Okay, that won't give you a chance. They won't give you a chance to send documentation proving I am not related to the offending shop, she said. Anyway, again, that's totally up to you. And that's the Thanksgiving one-time line sellers. If you guys are into that, you're okay with it, and that's up to you. Here's another one here. eBay restricts buyer for new account, long-time user. Should eBay restrict the buying activity of a new account of a long-time user, even though it knows their identity and history? I mean, you know, you want to restrict buying. It said here, dear Ina, with the sales as slow as they are on eBay, let me tell you what just happened to me. And then it goes on a new store that I opened up several months ago. I have 3 now, same person, same PayPal account for all. I was just bidding on a few things that I needed in my brick and mortar store, so I got this pop-up message: you can't buy any more without consulting eBay. What a joke! Are you kidding me? Look, you know, I don't know what to say in that regards to this here. You know, you got to follow their rules and regulations. eBay, they call the shots. It's their website. You know, you're on their selling platform, so if they, you know, want you to meet certain criteria, you know, that's their up to them. It's their site, you know. It's what they want to do, you know. It says it right here. It says yes, it's a new ID, but not a new person. When eBay is going to get it, with over $250,000 in sales and purchase over 18 years, you could put a buying restriction on my account. You know, it goes on and on. You could read over here. Well, not that much on, but you could probably read some more or follow up on it later on. I like to see who's in charge of the sinking ship. Certainly, even Wednig isn't stupid. Oh, never mind. I'll go to get it on Amazon. All right. Well, you're gonna get a little, you know, a reprisal from these people here. You know, when they get upset. I can see why. You could check into that as well. Here's one over here. Paying with PayPal and Facebook at a garage sale is now possible. Look at that. Yeah, well, that's great. If the person at the garage sale is willing to accept PayPal, they might want cash. I never seen anybody conducting anything with another. If the person at the garage sale has a PayPal account set up for that, you know, it might be a good thing. Most of the time, if you're going to go to garage sales, yard sales, whatever, you always bring cash. I think it's a cut and dry, you know, situation. I mean, it's a good idea, but I don't know. I mean, to me, whatever. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. Next one over here is online marketplace. Bonanza updates turbo traffic tool. I'll be honest with you guys. if you're on Bonanza, it's not bad. I know they're trying to, run in the league with top leaguers with eBay and Amazon. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't got any sales from Bonanza in quite some time. You could check them out. You go to bonanza.com and you could look at what they have to offer. I have things. What's nice about Bonanza is you can import your eBay listings, and they have an import tool where you could import it onto Bonanza, and now you have another selling option. So it's like they run parallel with each other. What don't sell on eBay, hopefully will sell on Bonanza, and what don't sell on Bonanza, it will sell on eBay. But basically, all you're doing is mirror imaging eBay onto Bonanza's site. If you're interested in checking them out, just go to bonanza.com and see what they have to offer. I'm not going to lead in segues with them. They're okay. I'll be honest with you. And I'm being upfront and honest, if I had a choice to deal with eBay and Bonanza, I would definitely stick with eBay. They get more exposure than Bonanza does. At least in my opinion, anyway. Because I see it. I'm getting more sales from eBay than I do Bonanza. But that's something you guys might want to check into. And you can read up on that there and see what they have to offer about this new turbo traffic tool. I don't use it because, like I said, I haven't. I haven't seen any big movement with them as far as the items I have listed. But then again, people might not like what I have. Okay, next one here. New ShipStation program helps online sales find fulfillment solutions here. ShipStation again. It says to be a ShipStation launched a new program to help online sellers who are looking to outsource fulfillment. I don't really use ShipStation. I know on eBay, eBay Radio, they talk a lot about that there, about the ship. Not a lot about it, but you hear it mentioned in their commercials when I take the station breaks. I don't really deal with them. It's not for me. I don't really need it right now. I'm not that big of a seller where I have to get into that type of program, sign up for that. But it might be good for somebody else. Check it out and see if you want. It may be good for you. Moving right along here. Shoppers can now log into eBay with an Apple Face ID. Well, what do you know? I didn't know about this one here until, like I said, I checked out the eBay e-commerce bites here, and I didn't know about that, to be honest with you folks. It must be a new announcement that came out. You can read up on it. I'm not going to read this here because I'm going to get tongue-tied not reading these things here. But check it out, though, guys. You can read up on it. And again, it's shoppers can log on to eBay with the Apple Face ID. Moving right along. I want to try to make this fast. I don't want to get too engrossed with it. Amazon reduces profitability of selling through merch. I didn't get a chance to read this here. I have a merch account. Let's put it this way. I was invited by Amazon to do merch by Amazon, but never got into it. And now I'm looking over here. It says, if your sellers who use Amazon to print on demand service, merch by Amazon will receive significantly less. Their designs sell beginning in January. Merch by Amazon is reducing the royalties it provides sellers effective January 15, 2018. Well, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't really get involved with that there. From what they're saying, that they're going to reduce the royalties, I guess that's money for the sellers, right? That's the way I see it anyway. But, that'll take place in January. So we'll see how that goes. How many people will still stick with it? How many people may drop it? Who knows? I don't know. I didn't get a chance to even create a t-shirt design to, put on there. But we'll see how that goes. I'm still thinking about it right now. Here we have over here, PayPal gains greater access to user behavior with Acorn's deal. Acorn, I don't know. I mean, it's an investment app. What is it? PayPal is letting users link their accounts to Acorn's investment app. And doing so, the company is gaining greater access to information about the user behavior in an age where data is currency and fuels artificial intelligence. Well, I don't know. Everything's got artificial intelligence. I was listening on eBay Radio. They were talking about the photo image thing there, and some people were not complaining, but they were saying, like, if you if you took a picture of I don't know, let's say a clown doll, you might come up with a different bunch of clowns, or you might come up with something on YouTube or whatever. It's like, in other words, you get a whole variety of other different things. It doesn't like specifically specify unless you try to specify. I mean, I've done that with certain things. some things it works, some things it don't. You'll have to try it out though, folks. As far as that there with the photo imaging that eBay put out, it's not bad. It's okay. That's what they talk about, the artificial intelligence. That's what they're talking about on eBay. Grip was talking about that. The more you keep using it, the more it's going to learn. So, you know, for those who do use the phone, I use it. You know, I've been using it. I also use the barcode reader as well too. Barcode scanner I use, you know, that eBay offers. I use both of them, and they're not bad. They're both pretty good. I mean, I have no complaints with them. Check into it, see what happens. It might work for you. You know, I don't know, but as far as with, you know, with anything else, I don't really take too much into consideration as far as that part goes. Moving right along, we got the e-commerce, EKG. They just talk about here again. If you're new to this site, you know, the e-commerce, they have the EKG and they talk about certain topics here. And they'll talk over here, like, I mean, this one here is issue reported, buying shipping services missing valid delivery options for USPS. I showed Amazon a screenshot of buying and shipping, and it goes on and on. These are like things that happen to people, I guess, whatever other sellers, and you could read it there. This one here is a PayPal, looks like a PayPal issue, PayPal glitch, yeah. There's another one. Here's one for eBay. eBay's new promotion manager still broken. 6 of my last 10 sales didn't work. Showed 0 items in each sale. eBay told me that it's been broken since October. An estimated fixed date is January 23rd. So read these here. This is good too. I mean, this is cryptic. I like it. It comes to the point, you know. And then they got quite a bit here, but these look like the most recent ones here. Permalink here. It says seller invoices and password reset emails not being received, nor any copies of the eBay messaging center correspondence being sent to my email address, even though the checkbox for doing so has been checked. Yeah, you can read more up on this here. These are good. I like the e-commerce EKG. Very informative. It gives you a little, you know, a lot more insight as to what's going on, you know, with certain issues that deal with Amazon, eBay, and PayPal. So you might want to check into that. Moving along, here is the e-commerce classifieds. You could sign up to join this here. You know, it's really good. I mean, I signed up with them there. That's why I get their information. You might want to check into that as well. They're pretty good as far as the classifieds and stuff. And you know, you could check their sites out, and you could contact them by email. Well, I guess the people who are selling it here through buy.com. Another one over here. Here's one. The guy says Nisi's picks custom handmade guitar picks, and you know, you know, and then you can check this out as well. And this is that's the company. And again, you can contact them or visit the site. Okay, off of this topic here, what I want to get into, let me just get back in here, bump out of the screen here for a second. Bear with me, folks, for 1 second here. Okay. Yeah, I had to put my glasses on to read that stuff. Yeah, there's, you know, when I was talking about earlier about the buyer, I had a buyer situation. The buyers ain't reading the descriptions fully, and I have proof of that, at least with this particular one. I have other ones that I had, but they're not reading the description fully, and I'm going to tell you why. Like I said earlier, when buyers don't read descriptions, it loses sales, and you know, it doesn't help you out. The item I had, it's a brass lamp. I'm going to show you in a second. A brass outdoor lamp fixture, and I had put in there in my description that the item on some of the brass is pitted. So the buyer sends me a notice back. You know, they want to open a return request, you know, a return process, that the item is pitted. Refund my money. And you know, there's a thing with use a little, you know, diplomacy when you're talking to people. What really irks me, folks, and I don't know if it irks you, but when you get a person, a buyer, that's demanding, or you know, comes to the point and like basically telling you, well, you better refund me, or you know, I want it. You know, you can catch more bees with honey, so to speak. You know, and I don't think that's right that buyers talk down to sellers. Okay, I don't think that's right. I think that's inappropriate. And I'm not saying that's the case, and I'm not saying, you know, or guys are oversensitive and stuff. It's just the way people go about talking, you know. Look, I do my due diligence to, you know, put the description, describe the item as close as perfect. I mean, I do videos on them. When I do the sneak peek videos, I talk about the item. I'll talk about the dimensions. I'll talk about it's got nicks, cracks, chips, whatever. You know, I point out the flaws, and it's for the potential eBay buyer, you know, to give them a heads up as to what they're buying. But when you hear a buyer, I had another buyer that made a bid, best offer a while back on something. I can't remember what it was. And the buyer was in New York, and I'm in New York. And you know, we have to collect sales tax. It's okay when you're in New York and you're buying something, an item, you know, you got to pay that sales tax. So the buyer made a best offer. I accepted it. Now I forget what the item was, but I could tell you what the person was asking for was a ridiculous amount of money. And the way I took it, and for the amount of money he was paying, was so cheap as it was, he wanted the item and the shipping included. So that means there was no sales tax in there. All right, let alone what I paid for it. I would have taken a loss, a big loss. Well, not a big loss, but a loss. I might as well just given the person the thing for free. That was one buyer, and the buyer says, you know, messaged me back. No, this is for $7. I want it shipped, and I'm buying the item, and I want it shipped for $7 included. In other words, I want a whole bundle. In other words, don't pay no sales tax. So who pays the sales tax? Otherwise, I'm responsible for the sales tax. So you buy an item from me. You live in New York. I live in New York. You don't want to pay sales tax, but I have to pay for sales tax for you. It doesn't work that way, folks. I'm sorry. Rules are rules. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, the taxes that you collect in your state, I believe, as far as I know, goes to your Department of Taxation and Finance, state taxes. Now, you get a buyer that basically wants to bend the rules. It's not going to work with me. All right, I don't work that way. Okay, but anyway, let me show you what I'm referring to here. I'm going to go back to the screen here, and I'm going to show you here. I got my glasses. I'm going to show you this here. This is the item that I have right now. How to relist it. Mind you, it had, I don't know how many views it had. It had quite a bit of views on it because it was up there for quite some time. And I had, I'm not mistaken, either 3 or 4 watches on here. Now you look, you don't see any watches. Okay, because I had to start all over again. And this is why my buyers not reading descriptions cause you to lose sales. And not only that, they cause the item to hang around a lot longer. Now this item here, I mean, I described it pretty much. Well, I didn't say, it's a big description, but I did point out that the item is in good condition, and it does. The brass part is pitted. It's pitted. It's in a listing. Okay, it's pitted. I admit it. I wasn't trying to hide anything. I'm going to show you my description. Okay, there it is. He left everything on the sticker. Okay, we move down here. This is how I set it up. Here's the description. Hi and welcome to my auction. This way I'm offering this new, without packaging, solid brass outdoor wall-mounted light fixture. The item is in nice, clean condition. The maximum whites for the lamp. This lamp is 100 watts. Height is about 11 inches tall, from the top to the bottom. Please note I have pointed out on the photo, in the photo, there is some light pitting on the brass parts. Right here. Right here. There's some light pitting on the brass parts. Outside that, the lantern is a nice piece, and so on and so forth. Okay, but you see, it's right here. This is the original ad. I'm not changing anything. This is going to stay in there. Okay, so I get this message from eBay telling me, oh, they want to respond to a thing here. They want to respond to return requests. Okay, no problem. I blacked out the guy's name, the buyer. I want to protect the buyers. I don't want. We don't need, I'm not here to shame anybody. But it says over here, so-and-so, the buyer, let us know something was wrong with the outdoor wall lamp fixture, blah, blah, blah. And it was the item for refund. He wants to return the item for a refund. Okay. So here's the thing. This case is pending. All right, so November 20, I issued a refund. Okay. It's in my other documentation. You'll see it here. What's that one here? It says that you could enter 10 photos, blah, blah, blah. You issued a refund, okay? So it's that. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. But see, look at the buyer here. The buyer, this is when he created, right? Doesn't work, what's effective. I love when they use that. See, when they use this, folks, See this little word here, this little clause here they put in here? That means they're getting their full refund, of course, but I don't know about the return shipping now. I got to find out from eBay if I'm paying that there, because I said the buyer pays for return shipping. So I got to notify eBay and find out about that there. Okay, I got to find out. I'll keep you updated when I find out. But here's the comments. Brass is pitted. Refund my money. Why didn't you just say, could you please refund my money? Brass is pitted. Refund my money. I mean, come on. But here's the question I'd like to ask the buyer. You know, people. I mean, look, I'm not here to contradict myself. You know, as far as like people saying, "Oh, 1 minute you did a video about the buyer, you know, to be nice to the buyer, and this and that, and the next thing you're getting on a case." No, here's my question. See here? Look, see here? This is tracking. I took the tracking number out. That item was delivered right here. Delivered November 8th. Okay? November 8th. You're talking almost 2 weeks ago. Okay? 2 weeks ago. My question to the buyer is, why in God's name did you wait 2 weeks to return the damn thing? This is what pisses me off, because you had this item for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now you decide to return it when it was delivered. Look, folks, I'm sorry. When I get an item, if I'm expecting an item, I'm doing a tracking. I want, you know, sometimes I get, you know, if I have to get a package, I would be anxious to say, oh, I want to track it. I want to see what I'm going to get it. You know, I can't wait to get it. Right? You know, if I knew a package was going to be delivered that day, whatever, I'm going to get the package. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to do a visual inspection on it, make sure nothing's broken, damaged, whatever. And I'm going to leave it at that. If it's damaged, I'm going to notify the seller and say, hey, your item arrived damaged. I want to send it back to you. This guy here, this buyer, okay, decides to send it back. And again, if you if you look at the description, it says it right here. There is some light pitting on the brass parts. Why did you buy it? That's the question. This is what drives me crazy. And I'll tell you why he bought it. Because he didn't read the description. Okay? If he had read the description, he would have said, oh, there's some light pitting on the brass part. I don't want it. Right? I mean, and then, now you're probably saying, well, how does it cost money? It costs money. Well, first off, it costs money because I had other watches on it. And hopefully those watches would have, you know, taken into consideration. Okay, it's got brass. It's pitting on the brass. I'll keep this item anyway. I'll take it. You know, I'm willing to take it. This person here, because they didn't read the description, now I have to resell it. You know, put it up again on eBay. It cost me more money. Well, I don't know. I think it did cost me 30 cents again. Now I gotta relist it again, and now I gotta wait. God knows how long. You know how long this thing was on eBay? On screen here. This item was on eBay. Oh my God, it had to be 6-7 months. And not only that, I had it, I think, for $9.99 with best offer, and I accepted it. Well, the guy made an offer for $5. And I accepted it. Why? Because I just want to move it and get it out of here, right? And I got to go all through this again. Now I have to go all through this again, wait all over again to see if I'm going to get somebody's going to want to buy. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's not damaged, not broken. The bottom part, some of the brass part on the bottom is pitted. But it's light. It's a wall fixture. It's going to go out on it's going to go on your patio or your front porch or whatever. All right, now people said, well, I want one, I want it perfect. Well, if you want it perfect, then go to the store and buy one, go to Walmart, or not Walmart, go to Home Depot or Lowe's and pick one up there if you want one perfect, brand new. This unit is new, but it might have been sitting around. It still has the sticker on it. You can see it still has the sticker on it. And, you know, I didn't put the sticker on. That's the way I picked it up. What can I tell you, you know? I didn't get it with a box. I don't have the original packaging for them. So wherever it was, stored, It may have been a damp place, and maybe some part of the brass got pitted, but it's in there. That's what I'm trying to say. And if the buyer would have read a description, and I don't mean to pick on the buyers, but because I did a video once before, folks, about that, and the buyers don't read the description, and all it does is cause aggravation for you and me, because first off, you get the item, and you're not happy with it. You're saying, "Oh, geez, it's got it was right there in the description." Now you, in turn, gotta, if you stop what you're doing, go to the post office, repackage the item up, go to the post office, and ship it off. So that's an inconvenience for you. It's an inconvenience for me, because my post office is in the next town over. The one over here where I live, there's no Velo boxes, so I had to go to the next town over. So now I got to drive 15, 20 minutes to get to the post office. You're talking a round trip, half hour, there and back, to pick up this item. I should have had it come to the residence, but I don't like things coming to the residence. I like to keep it at a P.O. box. And I think that's a good safety measure for a lot of people. And I will state this one thing, while I'm on that topic. Okay, I know I'm bouncing around, but just want to give you a heads up. In regards to making an investment with a P.O. box, there was one, I'm going to try to do this quick, because I just want to go over a couple other things, and then I would like to really end this for now. There was a seller that was on YouTube. I'm not going to mention the seller's name, but the person had sold an item to a buyer. Buyer gets the item, goes crazy, whatever. They're like, from the way the person was making it sound, the way this person was making, the seller was making it sound like, the person was scared, petrified. I want my money back. You better give it back to me. I'm going to come to your house. I know where you live, this, that, and the other thing, or something along that line. And even the person making the video said the same thing. It's worth having to invest in a P.O. box. For those sellers out there, you might say, well, I can't afford it. It's usually, you could do it yearly, or you could do it every 6 months, and they break it down. They did go up. I got the small box, and I think it's like $38 for 6 months, so you figure you round it off when it comes to the year. It's still a peace of mind. Certain things you may need to have come to your house. They'll ask for certain things that have to, but for the most part, if I'm dealing with outsiders, not on eBay, whatever, but if I'm dealing with big companies, stuff like that, and like let's say Walmart, whatever, but even then, I could still have it go to my P.O. box. And that's where this brass lantern came in. It was picked up, it was dropped, was shipped to my P.O. box, and I'd rather keep it that way. I don't think it's a good idea, my personal opinion, to have people come to your house or have this shipped, because again, that person that was telling me a story was scared. As a matter of fact, I think they even had to get the police involved in it. The buyer scared the heck out of the seller. Thank God I never went through anything like that. I don't know, I forget the whole story as to why the person went crazy, like they didn't want it, or the way it was like, the man, I want my refund, you better give my refund, I know where you live, or whatever it was, something along that line. And I'm saying to myself, oh my gosh, that's pretty scary. But for the most part, you might want to get a P.O. box for your eBay business or Amazon, have it like that. Unless it's coming from a big company, let's say Amazon or eBay's, they want to verify your home address, to make sure they know that it's you that they're dealing with. I can understand big companies like that. But when you're dealing with the outside, my suggestion is, if you could afford it, you get yourself a little box, a little P.O. box. I think even UPS has box service too, where you can get a box there and have the mail get delivered there. It's safer that way. And today, in this day and age, you got to look out for your safety. So I just want to throw that little thing there. What was on my mind, I figured just kick that little tidbit of information out there. Like I said, I do this reseller news to help people out, to give you a little insight. Whether you use the information or not, that's totally up to you. But that's why I do the reseller news, and I hope it does help you guys out. I really do. I hope you get something from it. You learn something from it. Even if you get one little thing out of it, that's a plus for you and a plus for me, because I know that by me providing this information, that it's helping you guys out, and that's what makes me happy. If I could help you guys out in any way I can, and it means sharing information that could help boost your sales or give you an idea or whatever it may be, that's the whole purpose of this here. And I hope you guys that do follow me on this YouTube channel, whether it be Reseller or the sneak peek videos or demo videos and intro videos. That's all for you guys. It's all geared towards the potential buyer, and in this particular case, this is for potential resellers such as yourself. And it doesn't need to be eBay. I can deal with eBay, eBay, Amazon, Etsy, whatever. It's a reseller community, And I just want to close out with this here, and I'm just gonna I just want to show you that I have a Twitter. If you want to join the Twitter, I'll drop the information in there on the link down below. I got it goes on to rjpasini.com. It's the eBay top rated sellers, and I also have the top rated seller on Facebook. If you want to join that, I'll have the link for that as well. It's growing. So far, we got 342 members. It's growing, which is a good thing. It's that's not bad right there. And the other thing I have over here is the YouTube channel, and these are this is my channel here. If you want to check into it, I cover other topics. Like I said, here's the eBay sneak peek video, reseller news for 11/16, photo retouching, best offer buy it now sale for November, and there's another sneak peek. This total, I think, 432 or 433 videos I created so far. Again, I hope this information helps out. The channel, my YouTube channel is growing slow but surely, which is good. I don't know. I'm hoping people won't drop off and they'll stay on. If you guys like any information, I'm going to bump out of here. If you guys like any of the information that I offer with the YouTube as well, please subscribe. Let's have these guys as subscribers. And if you like what I do with the video, you want to give them a thumbs up, that's great. Today is, like I said, today my thrift store, there's two of them owned by the same company. They're having a 50% off sale, so I'm going to probably take a buzz down there. I'm going to see what they have to offer, and I don't know if I'm going to buy anything right now. I do have some stuff, like I said. Some stuff just dropped off because it was unsold. I don't know if those particular items are going to relist again. I got to see. I got to figure see which way I'm going to go with that. I hate relisting the same things because it costs 30 cents. Each time you've got to relist these items. And that's why I guess these particular items weren't good to cancel, because normally, with the good to cancel, what I like with the good to cancel is when the item sells, from what I understand, eBay will either knock it off, or if you see it and you remember, you go in there right away and you can end the item out. Take it off for eBay. I have been doing that, so every time I sell something, I go in there right away and I take it right off. I end the item, but. Like I said, in closing, with when it comes to the buyers, not to pick on them again, but in closing, when the buyers don't read the descriptions like they should, I know I do. This has caused a problem. It causes sales because I could have gotten rid of that thing. There were other watches on it, and I'm sure one of them was going to would purchase it. I thought by this person making the purchase had read the description and knew that the item had pitting on it, and apparently didn't read it. If they did, they wouldn't have sent it back. They wouldn't have made a transaction, right? That's what, if I was looking at that ad and I seen, the item is nice condition. Look, it is nice. It's nice. It is a nice item. But if I would have looked and kept reading and said, "Oh, some of the brass pit. Well, geez, I don't think I'm going to want this here." I'd check out eBay and see if anybody else is selling. And then if the ones on eBay weren't that hot, then I just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy a brand new one in a box, and I don't have to worry about pitting, But you see what I'm saying? You see the point I'm getting across, and then the way the person says it, I'm not saying, it's the worst thing the way the person said it, but, item is pitted, refund my money. All right, no problem. You're gonna get your money. I'm not gonna keep your money. I'm not gonna give you a hard time. I picked it up today, and I issued a refund today. So enjoy. Have a great, happy Thanksgiving. And that's how I want to end it as well, too, folks. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. For some of us, we may kind of take a little eBay sneak peek and see what's going on, because I'll be honest with you, even though it's Thanksgiving, I probably will be on the internet here checking out my list and see if I got any sales and stuff like that. I know people say, "What? On Thanksgiving you're sitting there worrying about eBay?" That's just the type of person I am, folks. I will take a break from the family event for a little bit, you know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and tell the family, hey, listen, you know, I just want to make a quick check on eBay and see what's going on. I know they're probably going to say, it's Thanksgiving. You know, what are you kidding? You're going to check eBay out on Thanksgiving? Business is business. I mean, I look at this as a business, and I do take time off. I'm not going to say I'm going to spend the whole day on eBay tomorrow, but I will check it in intervals, you know, maybe in the morning when there's nobody around, maybe in the mid-afternoon, you know, and then maybe in the evening. Hopefully, the gathering will break up at a good time where I can go back and check it, you know. I usually, like I said, when it comes to this business, the hours, like I said, to me, it's a 7-day work week job. I'm usually up at 7 in the morning, between 6:30 and 7 in the morning, and I try to finish up around 12:30. I like to keep it that time. When it starts protracting, like, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, I can't say honestly. I have had nights like that where I was up at those, you know, the wee hours in the morning. You know, I even had close to one time, it was almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, the next day you're getting up, you only had 4 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, you know. And it's crazy, but, you know, sometimes you just want to get this stuff done, you know. Last weekend, I had a pretty good thing. One buyer bought, I think it was either 6 or 8 items, but what was nice about it, I packed them all in one big box and sent them off. And that was a great order, to be honest with you. And what I even liked about it is less paperwork. I didn't have to do 8 different orders. Not that I can't handle it, but it was nice to know one person bought all those items and just had to, you know, get a big box and put everything in there and ship it right off. It was great. That was a great one. And I had other sales too. I mean, besides that, but yeah, that person bought that stuff. That was great. It was a big help. You know, cleaning out the inventory little by little, and that's what I want to say to you guys also. For those who check out, I'm going to drop the links to my eBay listings. If you see items on there that you like, I've been reducing the prices with best offers. Make a best offer because you'll probably get a good deal. I'll be honest with you, I've been accepting a lot of best offers. So, you know, my suggestion, if you got the time, if you like what I have, you might want to check into it. But anyway, guys, thanks again for, you know, checking out the reseller news, and I hope you got something out of it. And if there's any information that, you know, I can supply to you, if you got any questions, please, you know, you can message me, whatever, or you can drop a comment in there. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions, like, you know, that may be of help to you. And again, if you like what I do with this channel, you know, the information I provide, please subscribe. If you want to give it a thumbs up, that's great. If you don't want to give it a thumbs up, that's fine. And lastly, check out my feedbacks before you make any purchases. That's all I say. And see what others have to say about my service before you make any buys. But then again, guys, have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care, guys, and enjoy. Bye-bye now.